Addison Rae has confessed that she made a big oops while presenting at the Billboard Music Awards. We've got the scoop for you. I'm Perez Hilton.
I'm Gabi Conti, and this is Live with Perez Hilton. Yes, Addison Rae just revealed on her Spotify podcast, Mama Knows Best, with her mom, that she made a huge mistake during her first time presenting an award at the BMAs. Addison explained on her podcast that presenting was a little stressful. As she said, I was just overthinking the lines when I was reading them, and then it was throwing me off. I was like, oh gosh, I don't even know where I am right now, and there's no one in this big theater, and it's so scary looking because there is no one, but you're talking, and you know the camera's on you and it's rolling live. Addison went on to say because of the prompter and all the confusion, and the prompter never said that she should open the envelope, it just says announce winner. Addison announced the winner for the award she was presenting, Harry Styles, but her envelope remained unopened.
Well, I'm surprised to know that it was live.
Yeah.
According to her. I thought because, you know, there's nobody in the theater and other award shows recently weren't as live, like the VMAs, I know were not live. The performances were filmed. I wonder if the performances were live too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Addison was live, and for that being her first big TV look, she didn't mess up.
She didn't,
Who cares? She didn't open the envelope, but she didn't mess up.
Yeah.
And also, we live in a shallow world, okay? And she looked gorgeous. She looked the part. She looked like she belonged there. And to me, it was a great look. And the fact that there was that little oops, which I wouldn't even call a mistake, that little oops is a good thing because it gave her traction. People were talking about that on social media, and it wasn't talking about her in a negative way either. It was like, oh, she doesn't know how to open an envelope. Like, that's just silly. It's lighthearted. There's no damage to her mental health, I think. It was like, okay, whatever. It was my first time. Anna gave her a story to share about on her podcast. And now we're talking about it and promoting her podcast. You know, Gabi, I've got a podcast too.
You do have a podcast.
You guys should listen to it. The Perez Hilton podcast with Chris Booker. You can hear it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or at perezpodcast.com. That is what we call a shameless plug.
Because it was relevant to the story.
It was. I know.
You did it. But no,
seamlessly.
I mean, Addison looked great, and she's not the first and not the last person to mess up at award shows that we've seen in the past.
But I'm more curious. Tell me, Gabi, you've been listening to the Addison and her mom podcast?
I never miss an episode.
Really? How many episodes have been on now?
I think we're at like 9 or like close to 10, I feel like at this point.
You've also been listening to the Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio podcast?
Yes, I listen to that podcast as well.
I'm putting a gun to your head. Which one is better?
Addison's.
Okay, why?
Because there's a format, and
it's
easy to follow. And
what's
I feel
the
like
format?
The format is every week her and her mom digest a different topic, and I think what also makes it interesting is sometimes the things they're talking about are like things you wouldn't normally talk about with your mom. So I think having that different generation of different advice, it's just more engaging.
And it also makes it bigger than just them. If it's a topic, it's like, oh, I can relate to that. What are some of the issues they've talked about in the last few weeks?
They talked about breakups and staying friends with your ex, which was also relevant to what Addison is going through with Bryce Hall.
Yes, I keep seeing videos of her and Bryce Hall.
Oh,
it is making me roll my eyes. It's so hard.
It is everywhere. So yeah, I think they do, and they do a good job with that. I think the episodes that come out are relevant to what we're covering in the news, because like everyone was talking about her at the BMAs, and so of course the episode they released on Monday after, like, I guess kind of after it, is about talking about it and hearing what's going through her head. I mean, Addison is so loved, so adored. Her fans are like, they love her forever.
I like her mom too.
Yeah, I love
her mom's got a good personality.
She does. And you know, I love how they came to fame on TikTok together.
Yeah.
Because the video that she got famous for was the one that she did with her mom to Mariah Carey's Obsessed with Me.
Aww. And you know, the mom really is almost just as famous too, you know.
She is.
I think her WAP I enjoyed better than Addison's.
I think so. There was a lot of personality in her WAP dance for sure. But yeah, these two are great, and you know, I think that there's going to be many more of award shows where Addison will be presenting. And the other thing we have to realize is that presenting an award show at not an actual award show has to be weird. I mean, we saw the Emmys, even Jimmy Kimmel and Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox, who are pros, had like a very awkward band when they were trying to do something and there was a delay. Well, guys, what do you think about Addison Rae's mistake? Was it a big deal or was it not? Let us know. I'm Gabi Conti.
And I'm Perez Hilton.
And follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.
And now these little shows, do they put that on the like